Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Disco Elysium. In the last episode, we actually managed to get the corpse into a freezer so we can attempt passing a perception check at some other point in the game to search it for something that it's hiding. Holy crap. It took us 2.5 hours to do. In any case, that was successful. We also explored crime, romance, and biographies of famous people, a bookstore in what is known as the Doomed Commercial District, someplace that several people think is cursed. And the shop owner, Palance, I think is her name, has purchased various types of charms and trinkets to try to counter the curse. But I don't know if the curse is a real entity or what have you, but we didn't see an entity anyway. On that note, we should probably try getting upstairs, seeing what the chimney contained, because we heard people talking from it. And I think that led up to where the girl was smoking, I think. So we'll see if we can get up there and figure out what's going on. What else is happening from the basement that we saw. And we also, that's right, yesterday morning when we woke up, we walked right past who was probably the Hardy Boys. How to describe it? The militant arm of the Union, who is busy enforcing what laws the people here want enforced. Thanks to the RCM not trying to do it. In any case, we probably should actually go and talk with them soon. Otherwise, they might get up and go. Let's go ahead and first talk with Annette again. And then, I guess, yeah, we'll head over and talk with that group of people in the Whirling in Rags.
Sir. How is the investigation going? Found any curses yet?
Yeah, I found a way into the doomed commercial area. Oh, that's great! Her smile is warm. I hope exciting adventures lie ahead. And maybe you can help Mother become less afraid. Okay, see you around, Annette. Right, we have to pass a composure check if I want to help to do something. Oh, hello, there's someone there at the moment on the stairs. I don't know him earlier. Oh, right, we also want to talk with Kuno about something, too. Well, let's first head on in here and see if the thugs are still here. They might have left by now. It has been several hours. No, they're still here. Alright, then. I guess while we're here, we can do more talking to other people, too. Actually, no. I want to talk with these folks, then I want to go and talk with the girl by the boat.
Let me handle this.
The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
Detective disorientated.
She smiles.
Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
Is she threatening us? You lied to me. You're not a gardener.
That's right. I'm not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dockworkers Union. So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy. You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does.
She points to the man on her right.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong-arming, nothing official. The district of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
Ha! I'm sure the coalition, though, does.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
Good. Yes, I agree. She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her. Could this be the Miss Beaufort that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Everard sent to school? Are you Elizabeth Miss Beaufort? I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy. She points to the tall man by the table. Authority. You caught her off guard. Push her some more. Easy Leo told me about you. He likes to talk a lot. You're not here to chat up the legal counsel. You're here to question these men. No, I'm here to question who I want, Elizabeth. You set the pace and the topic of the conversations here. Establish that. That's correct. He said you were in debt to Mr. Clare. I represent the Union and these men here. She points to the crew around the table. Don't make this personal. A very minor victory. Let's bring this back. Let's go and bring this up again. He said Mr. Everard sent you to law school. I represent the Union and these men here. Don't make this personal. Okay, so they're all going to believe us back to here. So what's your role in all this? Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. She crosses her arms. Do you have hearing problems? Why are you so aggressive? Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers. Huh. So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers. Listen, you Morlenton lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards. Fuck yeah! The tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer. So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. I don't know where you heard that, but it's wrong. The RCM is principled and strong, unlike you socialists. My God. I don't know if I agree with any of this. This seems very political of an answer, but I want to say that the RCM is principled. We're trying to be. Get sober. Your expression stiffens. Do your job. Ask your questions and get the hell out of Martinez. Well, then I'll talk with Titus.
This is where you say your bits.
This guy's really loud. A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can. Authority. He's used to giving orders and having them obeyed immediately. You should not indulge him.
Detective?
Lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. I want to take a look at these guys first. Don't say anything yet.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
We need to talk about your attitude.
Wow. The RCM sent us some big dick cops.
Real big dick cops. Look at them, reckless, swinging in the wind.
Oh, voice acting's pretty bad for this.
Yeah, look at the big dick on that cop. Can't tell a dick that big what to do. Must be something in the water in Jamrock.
He says thoughtfully.
Yeah, gave him real nice big dicks.
Yeah. Anyways.
He wraps it up.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Suggestion. These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them. Visual calculus. Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match. Yeah, let's scan the room. Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man in his 30s. Overbearingly masculine. Is that this guy? Oh, I see. I thought he looked bald to me. Sitting to his right, standard working boots. 45 to 46. Eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s. Smoker. Quiet. Across from at the other table, hobnailed working boots, size 43. Gang tattoos. Mesk or Samarizian. In his late 30s, early 40s. Pain threshold. a symmetric burn on his neck, resembling the letters Los. He tried to burn it off. Leave that life behind? Titus Hardy. And then, standard working boot, steel reinforced toe, size 46. The big dick. Wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips. Rugby cap, fingerless gloves, and numerous scars. A little under 40. Perception. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it says T. Hardy, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44. 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum? Where? On his neck. Forget it, it's not important. Drama. Let's call this one the musician. And the little guy? Size 41, with the light step. Not a child after all. An older man with a rat face, mean watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. Fat Agnes, in the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy, boot size 46, deep marks, probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you can easily exceed 220. Visual calculus. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs. But there's a discrepancy. One of them is missing. The odd soul? Exactly. You stood there for about 4 seconds not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy? The fuck is with you, fella? Titus is staring at you with his head tilted. I found 8 sets of footsteps, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardy boy? What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy boy. There's 7 of us, and we're all here. He sizes you up. Or what? You want to beat the 8th? You want to be the 8th Hardy boy? We ain't hiring. He shakes his head. Glenn. Actually, boss, we've been talking. We think she could maybe... Suggestion. This person Glenn wants to hire, he really respects her. Shut the fuck up, Glenn! He roars. I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop? So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy. It's a she. And you don't like us talking about her. That's right, we're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And, he points at Kim, you're not cops here. Don't go digging around. If you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you. Good. We're all watching each other. He's had adjusted spectacles. Officer, your question. Split the corpse. There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later. Yeah, we're getting a bunch of information about them. They are rather cocky. But remember, again, they don't recognize our authority. The Coalition will. If they attack us or try to hurt us, odds are things are going to go south here in Martinez very quickly. If nothing else, because the Coalition or the RCM will come down hard on this place, which will fight back. The best we could hope for is that we can all get along, but this is obviously not going to happen. They're already hostile to us. The man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it? So you're not just here to swing your big dick. You're here for the pretty boy. A real looker, that one. He shakes his head. Stinks like shit, too. They love him, boss. Spent all day digging around in there. Can't get enough of that pretty boy smell. Funny, Lieutenant says without a smile. And my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you. Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck? Container belt? Like we use in the harbor? Yeah, why? Because we took it, he says, from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him. Half-light. As he speaks, his fists contract, going through the pulling motion again, savoring it. We did this. He looks you dead in the eye. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck. Uh-huh. So you just confessed to murder. Goddamn right I... No, the woman interjects. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time. Authority. They're praying to their considerable strength in numbers. Don't talk about arresting them. You'll only bring attention to your inability to do so. We gained another point. So let's... I'm really tempted to put a point in authority and drop another in perception right now. These two have been really, really helpful to us. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Let's put a point into authority. And another in perception. Who called the shots that night? Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a hardy boy without arresting all hardy boys. A shadow of a smirk passes her lips as she tilts her head. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all? Authority. Titus. Keep addressing him. He wants everyone to know he's in charge. No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here? Who do you fucking think does? He sounds more amused than angry. Authority. He's so sure it's him, but it's not that simple. There's someone above him or beside him sharing the leadership. Hard to say too. Hey, good thing we put that 1 point in authority here. Everett Clare runs the Union. You answer to him, right? You keep him the fuck out of this. He leans towards you. We have autonomy. It's all on us. Everett runs the Union. I run the Hardy Boys. Authority. You stepped on some big toes there. Tried to take out a satellite. That's not how it's going to go. They'd rather rot in jail than implicate Mr. Clare in this mess. When Tardis Hardy says he runs the Hardy Boys, the woman adds, he means that in an administrative capacity. On that night, everyone acted as one man. When did this hanging incident occur? You don't have to keep answering his questions, the fixer turns to remind Titus. I know, Lizzie, relax. He takes a sip. We killed him Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week. How long did you know the victim? Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole. Yeah, who do you think we are? Quiet! Titus gives Glenn a stern look. Came around about 3 weeks ago, when the Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy? By the Pines cow, you mean the representative for Wild Pines? The lieutenant checks his notes. The shipping company you're striking against? No, he stresses. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what? He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over. Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough. That's enough insinuation. That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. He turns to you. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions. Why'd you kill him? Why? He hisses through his teeth. Because he was a worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out of line. In my town. So, he was a So he was a merc. That's it? And he stepped out of line, he repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vice. What kind of mercenary? The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Lee Shimon and Semenine written all over him. Or Orange's Special Forces. A live grenade, the man spreads his arms. Right here, in our bar. Empathy. Success. This one has a special gripe with him coming here. I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara. Hold on, how do you even know he was in Special Forces? 'Cause one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, "I'm Orange S goddamn Special Forces and I'm going to fuck you all." Really? Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Orange S paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone. We couldn't believe it either. But he fucking did, right there. He points to the stage. It's like some kind of animal. Conceptualization. This is a serious violation of the karaoke code. Okay, besides crimes against karaoke, what did he actually do wrong? Wrong! He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning. He wipes spittle from his mouth. Empathy. There's slight unease in him suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape. To kill us all if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. He cracks his knuckles. And that was before he started coming here. Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night, drinking, grabbing girls, grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on stage. He grabbed someone. The lieutenant is trying to make sense of this flood of information. Yeah, this girl on the mic, a beautiful girl, young, gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her leg, starts screaming, "Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt?" Then he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down. She's head in disbelief. Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted? Raped, you said? Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen. Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening? He repeats like a parrot. Right, but who did he rape then? This is a very serious allegation. No. There's a moment of silence. You're not getting a name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns. Volition. Despite him stonewalling you, you can slip in one more question. Oh, right, our volition's down one because we took a morale hit. I keep forgetting, our current endurance and volition scores are based on our current hit point and sanity point, basically, totals. I'm going to ask for one last time. Who did the dead man rape? Titus, do not answer. You have been forthcoming enough. Fuck off, cop. He does not take the advice. She's gone through enough without you harassing her too. She doesn't need more embarrassment. What are you talking about? Embarrassment? If someone has been sexually assaulted, we need to... What you need is to get the fuck out of my face! You hear Ludum cracking his palm as he squeezes the beer can. I've had enough of explaining myself to you fucks. He's dead. It's done. Lumen turns to you calmly. As you can see, these men can only take so much baseless scrutiny. I'm doing my best to keep the situation civil, but what follows is a slow head shake. Half-light. It won't be for long, she means. Suggestion. It's true. She was the only thing holding him back. Alright, we're done. We won't bother, Actually, maybe we can ask him. Nah, I think he's done. We're not gonna push it. So what are we going to do now? Nothing, the reply comes sharp. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez. Go back to your stations where you belong. I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here. Titus, the lieutenant closes his book. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it's a group responsibility. We're going to look into this. Good luck with that. He grabs another beer. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is going to hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating. Suggestion. Rent-a-cop. So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals. As you look around the room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco. Oh, we just barely made that check. Does this look familiar? Where have I seen this before? You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with almost exclusively men. sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time. I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here. Huh? You must be. You're just like real cops. Drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand. He leans in. You got a problem with beer now? Authority. Not quite there yet. Push on. Oh, this is amazing. Sorry, everyone. So, as I mentioned in the last video, I had questioned these guys before, but I didn't even attempt the authority check. So, this is new. This is amazing. How should I answer this? I think one of these two. No, I'm also a big fan of beer. And jerking off instead of helping people. Is that right? This is probably the most accurate. Because I don't know how to do my job. I have amnesia. These are all basically the same thing. We're not drunk on the job, though. Let's go with one of these two. I think we'll go with number 3. I have a beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to do my job. Well, no, that's not true. They probably have done an okay job. Well, no, they fucked this up by killing that guy. Oh, pardon my language. I'm sorry. I'm cursing. I'm not supposed to curse. I curse occasionally, everyone. Sorry about that. This is more, this one's more in line with what we had just said earlier. No, I'm drunk on the job too. I don't give a shit. Just like you guys. Speak for yourself, buddy. He puts the beer down. We've been giving shit for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together. They don't know, man. They weren't here. He turns to you. We had 3 shootings a week. Kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s. Congratulations on the graffito removal. He turns to Titus. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties, while there's a rape victim. So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck. He picks the beer back up. Don't let him drink that. One more push, quick. Suggestion. Just don't antagonize him. You have this already. It's not about who did it. It's about the victim. She needs help. Titus, he looks at her. She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms. You want to help her, cop? Fine. I'm going to let you help her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her. Titus taps his chin with his fist. A freight train of pain, buddy. Lieutenant takes out his notebook. What's her name? Clashe Amando. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags. A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. Titus adjusts his cap. That's Amanda with an OU. Oh, that's the girl we met up above, I think. That was the first girl we saw. Shit! The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop. Oh, it's her. It's definitely her. It's Miss Orange Disco Dancer. Miss Orange Disco Dancer? Sure, why not? You've probably seen her around. He nods upstairs. We're not passing this. It's a red check. We have to take it. You explicitly add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brows. Titus looks at you oddly. I don't understand what's so cool here. Nothing. He gives you a sideways glance. We just have a few more questions, then we'll be on our way. Suggestion. Whatever you do, do not to tell him you know her. That would sound off. So what was her relationship with the mercenary? Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship. Something is off here. His anger is possessive. It was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing. Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation. I don't know if I want to push this. Alright, thank you. We'll talk with her. He points the beer can at you. Remember what I said. Freight train of pain. There's a bowl. There's spit in it, reeking of tobacco.
Officer, what was that?
You mean the sweating and the fidgeting when he mentioned her name? Yes. And the sort of a quivering jello thing with the eye? Yes. I think I know that woman. The victim. Is there something I should know before we talk to her? I met her in the hallway after I woke up. Understood. You were not in a good shape Monday. She knows I didn't remember being a cop. Okay. That's manageable. I didn't rape her. What you're saying is... He says in a low calm voice, you raped her? Half-light. Ice is forming on the inside of your chest cavity. Cold sweat trickles down your neck. No. Then don't ever say that again. There's a pause. What else? Nothing. Let's move on. He nods. We'll be alright, officer. This is nothing. You feel fortified by his assurance. It's gonna be alright. Thought complete. Fairweather T500. Remember that weakness we were looking for in this ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt? Or, personal favorite, frequency something radio weapon? None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fairweather T500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pierces on you. +2 hand-eye coordination against enemies in FT500 armor. Oh my god. We'll need to find our gun, and we'll need to put a point in hand-eye coordination to help us with that. So, I don't think I could also try to learn Caustic Echo, but I don't think I want to. Alright, so next, let's go and talk with the girl at the boat. We can get a reality lowdown from her. Okay, yeah, let's go and... Actually, first, do you see this lack of a map? I think I might have seen something like a map back in the bookstore, so let's go back there first. And see if there is a map of Revachol here that we can purchase. think I saw it upstairs. That right there. That looks like looks like maps or charts. Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulende, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez. Look at the map of Revachol. The north coast of the verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperant. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, La Jardin, Stella Maris, the suburbs of Saint Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East. And west of the river, Corian. It's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Fallborg. Oh, it's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst. And Martinez? It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait! There it is. North of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest. Shivers. No. Coal City is worse. A charred limb. Rain falls on its slick black streets. And then there's the burnt-out quarter in the heart of Jamrock. It is cold in this bookstore. Oh, is it cold in this bookstore? Or is it just you? Volition. No. This is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights. The sky. The world. You're still alive. Thank you, Volition. Look at the map of Martinez. It's not really a map, it's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it. Drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor. Even the rolling in rags there. Storekeep, can I buy these maps? I'm sorry, officer. The maps of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore, and besides, you could scarcely afford them. They are quite valuable, though they might not look dead. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. You seem to underestimate my resources, but okay. Yes. Are you interested in or not? You could steal it, but we're not gonna. Well, we'll buy for 90 cents. I want to buy the map of Martinez. She nods. Always good to be informed of your surroundings. Let's look at the map of Insulinde. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest, in the northeast, is La Callio. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminez Islands. Ile de Fantôme. What else? Ozone, Laurentide, Face à la Mer Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines. Black and white. Visual calculus. Disintegrating into mathematics. Inland Empire. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Kalahu. In a bookstore. It's you. Shivers. Radiating outwards from you, the Suzerain Revachol, with a radius of 80 kilometers. Still, the crown jewel of this Isola would be barely visible. Squint first. Can you see cities on the islands? You can. On Kaluo, Revachol, a single black star. On Ozana, Fond de la Air, and Vermindiux. On Archipelagos, Croyant Morin, Villiers on Seminin, Oldvoy, and on Laurentide, Diora of the Seven Seas. Empathy. Lost little pearls of light. Tiny fires in the dark. Look at the edges. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Mundi is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seal is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Inland Empire. Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. Encyclopedia. Impossible. Failure. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars? Gods? But looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Conceptualization. Perhaps they are gods. Gods of distance and outer dust. A worn and torn map of the Martinez area, dating from 48. A title on the top reads, I can't pronounce this, Bienvenue Revachol. Welcome to Revachol? It's a bit out of date, as it was originally created by a design studio in a failed attempt to spruce up Martinez and turn it into a fancy tourist location. The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with locations to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides in the upper right corner. Trace a path through the grid. Your fingers move through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain to Rue de Saint-Cispar, over Saint Brune and Martinez North. Finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself. For more detailed view of the map, go to your journal, and then the map tab. Nice! Alright! I was hoping we could actually find a map. Hey! Look at this! Oh, that's awesome! I really like that we didn't have a map until we bought one. I like that very much. So, we have a legendary perception check we could try, but I think I want to talk to the girl on the boat first. Maybe get some more experience points. This way we can try it again if we fail. Ah, look at that. It shows us where these are. There's Measurehead up here. Oh, okay, that's Tommy Lehome. I saw his name, but didn't know what other this referred to. This is an empathy check. We'll probably fail, but we should give it a try. Oh, and it even tells us where these challenges are. Map wall, central furnace. Well, I mean, we already have the map, so we're not gonna pass that check. So faces are here for people. Otherwise, it's just the name of the location. Okay. Well, let's look at this really quick, everyone, and then I think we'll go outside and call the session. Another boring book. Just discarded here. We have another point. We have one more point, but I like holding on to a point. And I may actually want another point in our thought cabinet in case we get another thought. I don't like being locked to thoughts. Like, I want... So, hold on. So, let's talk about my gameplay strategy. When it comes to my stats, so Windwater, I'll have you vote at least one more time coming up soon. I think I want to put one more point. I'll probably put down the next 2 points, and you'll put down the next one after that. But my idea is that I want to take advantage of any thoughts that I have unlocked in order to really utilize them. So, like, I'm putting lots of points into perception because we got a thought that lets me really utilize perception. With these, I'm taking these up levels because we have a high points in them, so why not excel at some of these? Though I'm thinking no more than 3 points into any one particular skill. I want a point in endurance and another in volition at some point. I might put 1 point in most of these at some point in the game, but I really also want probably close to 2 points in all of these. But I don't know how much experience points we're going to earn as we play the game, so who knows? We'll see. Anyway, right, for strategy here, it's use the things that I am good at, and in particular, if I unlock a thought, use anything the thought gives us, like if it raises our cap, take it. Now, I am aware that some thoughts are penalties. They cause you to lose stats rather than gain them. But I do think, however, that the thoughts, even if they cause penalties, I think they might still give you other bonuses in different ways. So there's that as well. Like maybe, I don't know if Cosmic Echo is good or not. It gives us +1 volition while we're researching it. And then we could always stop researching it to make sure that we don't actually complete it. I think. But my thought is that this sounds bad, and I think this will lead to a negative stat. But if I wanted Cosmic Echo, then I would try to counteract the penalty by putting points into what it dropped, would be what I would do. But right now, we don't have any other thoughts, and if I do get another thought I'm interested in unlocking, in internalizing, I will then spend an experience point to take another unlockable slot. I can spend these skill points to get rid of one of the thoughts I know, but I don't think I'll ever do that. Any thought I internalize, I'm going to keep. Well, let's go ahead and stop here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. We'll start by going over and talking to the Wild Pines representative on the boat in the next one. So I'll see you guys then, and take care, everyone.